A very good evening, Zimbabwe, and welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network. And we need to take a look onto what Comrade Neva Masquera has said. Remember, he usually gives hints about some things. Some things, they come to pass, some do not come to pass. But let us take a look onto what he says right now. Remember, Zimbabwe is at crossroads, and ZANU-PF factional battles are escalating like hellfire. And Comrade Neva Masora says, national update on parallel army. As events leading to his ouster intensify, I wish to update the nation that Emmerson Mnangagwa has now started equipping militias that he has been mobilizing in the Midlands for over 5 years. Some of the military equipment came from Belarus, and this is what Comrade Neva Masora has said. This is what he is claiming. He has raised, I think, 3 key issues which we need to take a look upon. Then we need to look at the possibilities of these claims to be true. So he says, Mnangagwa is now banking on the fairly trained militias more than ZNA because he has lost trust in the entire military command, with the exception of a few individual high rankers. He fears that instead of heading his command, the military might choose to side with the masses. And then the third aspect right here is that he says that we also understand that some of the stockpiles that had been acquired for the Zimbabwe National Army are being siphoned and channeled to his parallel military outfit. Whenever he's drunk with his hangers on, he challenges Chiwenga to bring it on if he dares. So this is what Comrade Neva Maswera has said, and this is what he is reporting at this point in time. And looking at the possibilities, let us start with the possibilities of clashing with the side of General Chiwenga. The possibilities are high. It's very, very possible. If you look at how they are daring to make the 2030 move as early as possible, what it means is these people are on a mission to actually achieve their political wants. I'm not so sure which right word, but they want to achieve whatever which they are pursuing politically. They want to achieve it, and they want to achieve it in time. They don't want to give other people time to prepare. So right now, they wanted to take an advantage that President Nelson Chamisa does not have an active party in the politics of Zimbabwe as of now. So they wanted to take that advantage to launch something without resistance. That is the reason why they have forgotten about development. That is the reason why they have focused solely on the 2030 agenda. But will this work? Yes, in Parliament it will work. They are likely going to pass bills. They are likely going to move motions, and they will agree. They will concur with the Triple C MPs who are there in Parliament. They are captured. But on the other hand, there is a likelihood that the other faction might mobilize, and if it is done through a secret ballot, there is a likelihood that they might vote otherwise. That is the reason why they are now even looking forward to have a total confrontation. So the issue is every MP will be mobilized, and they've declared war on all under 20-30 people, which means everyone will be mobilized, and the speaker will be told no secret balloting. People will need to raise hands, or they will have to, do other things. I'm not so sure how they're going to do it, but they'll try by all means possible not to use the secret ballot. Secondly, there will be an issue of threatening the MPs to say, if you don't vote for A, B, C, D, we are going to make sure that we punish each and every MP who we believe kuti haazwi kwedu, which means unogona kuona ipapapo vachienda kunovhota, they will put some marks to show kuti uyu ndinengi, or they can put some sort of invisible numbers ipapo pavari kunoita zvavari kuita, and then they will know each other kuti angane nenumber yakati ndinengi, and it will be very difficult for others to vote otherwise. So it becomes a problem if they use some tactics like that. The MPs will be coached elsewhere. When they come, they are forced to vote in such a way. Then looking at the possibility of having stockpiles from the ZNA, the possibilities are low that they have them from the ZNA, because my generals, they are well alert, and they will try by all means possible to make sure that arms do not go sideways. But when you look at the porous borders which we have right here in the nation of Zimbabwe, the movement of arms, especially by high-profile people, is easy, which means there is a possibility that they will be shipping and moving their own arms in their own way. Pamunoona vanhu vachivhaya vachimhanya-mhanya, you don't know paakaendawo Kenya kuti akadzoka nei, hakuna anoziva. So imagine kuti akatotora video achiti kungosvika tiri muexpress lane, what if jeti kana yakatosara ichilodwa iya ari kwaari yosara ichilodwa nezvombo, youya pfepferere muHarare yapinda yoandodwa zvombo zviya straight kwazvinoenda, who knows, hapana anombozviziva zvinhu zvakadaro. So if you look at it, I don't think that they will be siphoning from the army. They will be trying by all means possible to outsource or to source their own, because uku kukazobatwa ma-inventories chinogona kuchaya zvinhu zvavo zvikavharana. So then on the issue of trained militias, I said in the past, I once had a dream where in that dream the guards deserted the State House, and when President Mnangagwa returned, there was nobody to protect him. Then there were people who were around him. Then one of the people, there was a lady, aita soti hure mukadzi iyeye is the one who called the militia guys, like zvakaita ana au shabab kana kuti vakomana vaive vari kuMozambique uku. That is the kind of people who were called right there, ndokubva vauya, which means this issue vanhu vakaita vechikorokoza terrorist, which means it might sink with whatever Comrade Neva Masquerasa is saying. But remember that their coming in that dream did not save him 100%. They were simply negotiating for how long are you going to be protecting me, blah 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 blah, which means they were going to have an agreement, an arrangement for him to be protected by those people and their own militias, and the military continued to do their duty on the other hand, or on the other side, on the other side, which is just something which is very, very important, because it will highlight what might happen and what needs to be done. So another issue right here is that on the issue of, is he mobilizing? Yes, the possibility is high that is mobilizing, because we are in those times where the other factions, they are now making moves. The reason why the other people or the other groups are compelled to make moves is because if they are to delay, vanoperera move sembambaira, like what happened to the other comrades. So the only way right now is to make sure that they make a move. Those claims dzakaitwa nageza kuti magenerals akapedzwa naningi, don't think kuti they are empty claims. Those claims are very 100% serious, and they have repercussions following. That is the reason why these people had to, they were angry. Ziyambi was angry. He was so angry. It's because they are actually responding to that part of the generals and so forth. So it's very, very interesting to see what is happening, and we'll continue to watch and see. Time will tell what is going to happen, and if true, you will see by events happening.